I don't know about y'all, but my partner and I both have our accounts on the same PlayStation 5. When I play and I go to fucking third person, when he gets on his account and his fucking character that is completely separate from my account, has nothing to do with it, it changes it from his first person to third person. As if I've gone in and changed it on his fucking account. Anyone else? That's the dumbest fucking game mechanic I've ever fucking seen. By the way.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Wind-borne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the rap's nest. Certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Confronting threat.
I hate killing them. They're so cute. They're just sweet little creatures trying to survive.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfamiliars. Emergency protocols ready. Samples acquired. This quantity should be enough to produce the antidote.
Yeah, you fucking say that, and then you're gonna tell me I have to fucking come back here. So I'm gonna just grab them all.
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found... Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Insert that data cartridge for me, in the slot below my intercom. Insert that data cartridge for me, in the slot below my intercom. Insert that data cartridge for me, in the slot below my intercom. Haha. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect! I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might work out yet. Auntie may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-mark. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's Choice employees, not our preservative-free... Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates, they can help us rush this product to market. Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried. There. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that. Enable the device, and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it... I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be... I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Nice try. But you don't possess nearly the negotiating power you might suspect. Not when I can simply bide my time and wait for another gormless dunderhead to stumble by. Why, let that thick-headed boob amble off with you not budging. Oh, all right, I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus for your superlative performance. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service. Be seeing you. Biological samples within the remains outside are no doubt deteriorating rapidly. I may have to recreate this experiment somewhere else.
Heard what you found in DeVries' terminal, back in Fairfield.
Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on the I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? How can you be so even-tempered about this? I know you didn't know her like I did. Like I thought I did, but she betrayed us. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy. We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us. It's embarrassing now. How much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand? I would have figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she'd done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the orders numbers. Ain't cynical if it turns out true. DeVries was willing to sacrifice us. I have to know what for. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks. Used to think they were good people trying to do right by their beliefs. But if they put the idea in DeVries' head to leave us for dead, I don't take issue with folks clinging to whatever keeps them afloat. Math, science, the grand architect, void, even capital. I know how most colonies, but when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue. That's different. Everything we've done so far has been for the mission, to save everyone. You forget we're on the same side here, Commander? I'm not the only one DeVries wronged. She robbed you of 10 years of your life. Don't you want recompense for that? No. But it might keep her from stealing more years from someone else. Or doing worse still.
Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around.
to the most exalted vigilant. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Native flora and
Outside.
the pleasant atmosphere and rich natural resources represent a
Hey there. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss involving secret sympathies? If I am not the person for it, I would be most I normally might, but my cousin, the warden there, freely enjoys stringing up Auntie's Choice sympathizers, and Marilyn would grant no reprieve to family. I possess an overabundance of both qualities, honestly. Oh, did you have another mission in mind? Of course. Hey there, go-getter.
balance. Even the most system, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's Choice. Though don't fret, the system is but now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride.
Look who's back.
Informing on favors, same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
This looks like the place. No, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Niles.
Howdy, Zed. You look... well.
Do you always put your hands on other people's things? Has my mind been set upon by shadows?
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
I didn't know. Didn't realize you would...
What else was I to think? You disappeared, sent no word. Let's not mince words. You ran from the cause, I stayed, and suffered for it. Now you turn up with... And who precisely are you? Another Earth Directorate cast-off? I'm the doctor here. I'll decide the manner of your treatment.
Bring that boil down to a simmer, Zeb. This is my commander, one who was with me at Horizon Point.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
Hang fire, Commander. Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to men? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my...
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting...
Found her! You there! Step away from that...
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
Some of these responses crack me the fuck up.
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please. It has to do with the location of a vault rumored to house the Protectorate's greatest technological advancements, including its skip drive designs. That's all I'll say for now.
I am.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained...
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the Consul. I'll answer what I can. Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds. If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so... small. Claustrophobic. Quickly. I have to prepare for other contingencies. Your friends...
In the Earth Directorate, we call it
Fine. Ask your questions. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace. Which, I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate seal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Gray gone astray? But took a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed model.
Emergency protocols ready.
Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
I am so close to fucking just fucking being done with this fucking goddamn fucking game.
Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's gone untouched by this war.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Oh, what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came. Ah, I see you've discovered some of my misappropriated materials. Careful labeling proves prudent and useful yet again. Here, a full set of Science Adventures Quarterly was stolen from me and sold to various unknown parties. Since you've already proven adept at their repossession, I would put it to you to locate the rest. In exchange, I will provide you with rarities and bits.
Wow, another fucking errand. How shocking.
A form of manipulatory ideation disguised as popular entertainment, intended to sway the audience to their point of view, couched within just a crackingly exciting narrative. Specifically, an Earth Directorate periodical featuring beloved fictional characters Commander Zane and Buddy. An effective mental conditioning device. And right thrilling. Sources placed them briefly in the hands of Sub-Rosa black marketeers. Yet who sold the materials to them or where they went afterward remains a mystery. The line represented a growth of the medium from the less sophisticated two-bit dreadful, both in style and its remarkable popularity not only mirrored a rise in public sentiment against greedy corporations and tyrannical governments across. The brief window surrounding the volume's release saw a marked increase in skip drone requests for Earth Directorate aid. I believe there remains much to learn from them. I'll admit, Commander Zane and Buddy's exploits make for a sensational read. They saved Carnefeller's brain, for instance. Oh, and Mammon Incorporated, of course, too. So no, I am not immune to their considerable charms, but my interests in recovering them are strictly professional, I can assure you. Ah, quite right. In fact, delightful. I am pleased you are on the case, as it were. Return again when you have another 4 volumes, and I will trade. May safety, amity, and ease be yours.
Been working at that spot of business we discussed? Easier to lead with fewer targets. Loose your words. I'm listening. Scouts reported a plume of smoke thick and wide billowing from the facility. Sure didn't seem to be mechanical exhaust. Got more to report? Though I don't understand your soft-hearted tendencies, you do good work. So anyone still living at that repair facility is safe. They'll be stuck there trying to fix the facility for the whole war. And we won't attack it, since we know it's... Now, let's talk helping you. There's a bridge gating entry to the northern part of the island. You want to get to the Vox? First step is there's an alternate path, but it's blocked by Zeranium. I'll order my troops at the forward operating base to aid you, and you'll punch... From there, your target's the Skycutter Tower. Seems it was recently reactivated, and by our engineers' metrics, might be useful in overloading the Vox's defenses. Wouldn't trust the Protectorate's over-engineered perfection to cook a Spratwurst. Give me the no-frills, disposable quality of it. If by some miracle your contraption doesn't turn you inside out, it'd give you a much quieter route to the Vox. Much as I'd like the bridge's clearing. Once you pass to the northern end of the island and enter the Skycutter, you'll need to find the tower's power routing controls. Mayhaps you can wreak some chaos. Step light, though. There's no Protectorate gallivanting near the tower, which, like as any, means something bloodthirsty lurks within.
Ain't so sure you want to work for this imbecile, friend. There's more menial jobs where...
Do try to understand my perspective. You were so lethargic returning, I had you pre-marked as a casualty. Do you know how many farms I've...
Now, hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for you alone to get some dusty report. And you, if this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
What? I have done nothing to deserve such... This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract...
So you say. But Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. Well, troopers abandoning their contracts. Blackguards like you running rampant. What is becoming of this island?
All done in there? Was hoping we could chat. Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the... Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to get... And in time... maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's choice. I can be on my own for a time, but I'd rather it not be permanent. Besides, where else can I turn from nothing to something? I did, but I can't expect someone else to foot the bill if there's no guaranteed treatment will work. So I'll take on the risk myself. I get it. You're skeptical. If you got more questions, go on and ask them. You'll not find me hiding anything in the fine print. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with Grafts for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship.
Acknowledged.
After you.
Commander, your munition supplies are low. It is best we discuss acquiring more ammunition when we are next traveling together.
You fucking think? I thought I've been picking up bullets all along. I have bullets.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the whip.
can't just shoot in the thin air.
You can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
Nobody around.
Auntie's choice knows that a better you is 3 pills and an ointment away.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse? The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. I am merely quivering with rage over this insulting interrogation, and that scent you so subtly pointed out is the aroma of noble effort.
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it?
The more I listen to you invaders blathering, the more convinced I become of the need to rid our fair island of your wretched stupidity by any means.
Not very copacetic.
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. And if I deny your assessment? Can a decision made under duress really be considered a choice? Don't Very well. With so many invaders yet to slay, I would be remiss to relinquish our lives in such an unworthy duel. We surrender.
That was some slick talking. Can't believe you got them to surrender without firing a shot. I thought for sure we'd have to blast our way. Huh. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish. I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish. I appreciate that. Never really talked about the direction of my thoughts on this topic with no one before.
This is but a momentary setback.
What more could you want from us? I've nothing to say to you, interloper.
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly... Oh, Inez! You look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated trip teas.
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's...
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you. Ah, that is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scarily friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role...
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it.
Would if I could have done more. Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens. Unfortunately, the beasts must be subdued. And due to the nature of the specimens we require for the procedure, sadly killed. I might add that these are powerful beasts indeed. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by Protectorate scientists, who unfortunately went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter, too. Is the commander all...
Best not to ask.
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crag.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
not once you're inside the cave. There, all you'll find of the Protectorate is an unguarded drainage pipe coming from the Vox relay. When you breach the Matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. That I did. Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the Matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours. I can assure you my research is sound, and I am not at all like the last surgeon who performed on Inez. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Matriarch, Law guide you both out there. Oh, I love questions. Ask away. I would never imply such a thing. I'm sure the Minister and Officer Carr have only our best interests at heart. Though I must admit, their continuing quarrels give me trepidation. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner. Which I would not mind if the threat of annihilation weren't hanging over us so. I am accustomed to decisive and unanimous action. I would much rather stay here, continue my work, and hope my leaders can reach an accord. One wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew. Then her hands will be tied no longer. I suppose I can find relief in that. Some may think it too cruel to use Officer Carr's methods to strike the enemy while they are down. But I have come to believe there may only be one way to truly defeat an enemy such as the Protectorate. She believes this as well.
Anyone who thinks that it's cruel or merciless or unkind to knock the enemy while they're down, you're fucking retarded. You're an idiot. What's the point of war then? If you're gonna be all fucking like tiptoey and shit. Their enemies are not.
Very well. I ought to focus more on my work than on social tensions anyhow. I work directly with Officer Carr and her soldiers. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, trust me, they are safer here than out in the wilds. I have been reprimanded thrice now for undue... I would not be here if this experiment was still causing...
it's an orifice or a face, Auntie's choice makes a cream for it. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Nature made apples, but Auntie Fizzo's made them better with Auntie Cleo's patented hot apple cider.
I've been bartering with the defectors. Traded one Force rocket for a whole tin of prestige Force flow. Straight up.
Thanks, whoever's watching this.